we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you an emergency broadcast. Strap in for a new episode of Barnzey Burns Down the World.
New intro.
That was pretty cool.
I don't know if it's in there though. It should be. I want to piece it together so it is, but
Yeah.
we know what it's going to be. If it's there, great. If it's not,
If it's in there, wow, what a great intro. Welcome back. If it's not in there, welcome back to
You know what
Barnzey
you're
Burns Down the
watching.
World, everyone.
that's right. You know what you're watching. And
Exactly.
This is going to be a bit more raw than usual.
Raw, uncut, real.
Complete
all that.
raw dogging of the podcast,
That's disgusting.
and yet very funny.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, we're back. Me.
I'm gonna actually break the illusion of how we run the process at the end of this recording. We want to do the recording for the intro of the voice lines that we discussed
All right,
after the recording,
That's a good idea.
because in this current
Okay,
present
so-
moment of recording, the intro hasn't existed yet. But when you're watching this, it does exist.
If we get that done, if you get that done,
We
I
will.
don't know.
I'm gonna strive for it.
All right.
I've got all of after tomorrow after work.
We are very lazy, so we might not get it done.
Not necessarily lazy, more bad at managing time.
Yeah.
As gone by the break between from when we last recorded and this.
I've done very little within that time.
just in general.
Yeah, just
well, no.
working.
Look, there's Christmas and there's New Year's and there's all
Oh
that shit.
my god.
We can get to what's actually
It's been
happened.
almost a month.
It has. No, 2.
No, just one for what?
Well, no. So when we recorded the Ailstorm episode, right? That was the last time.
Okay, that was November.
That was in November. That was recorded in
That
November.
was 2 months ago.
2 months since recording.
Yeah,
Fourth wall gone.
absolutely. There is no wall. There are no walls here.
That's right.
This wall's gonna break away because of that cool.
Then how does your
Awesome
roof?
visual.
How does your roof stay up?
It disappears. It's
gone.
like it's an illusion. It's not real, man.
Right. Let's get into it before we start derailing ourselves.
It's not
each
real,
other.
man. You just jump through it.
So
Play it at home.
1 year of
Oh, no, don't do
podcasting.
that.
I know you
Yes.
haven't been here for every single episode. You've been here in spirit.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
We started this together.
Yeah, we did. That was crazy. That was cool.
Um,
And then you kept getting more guests on, and I was left out.
no, well, not
No,
not left out. Subbed out. You were subbed out.
absolutely. I was taking a break. I was a little bit tired. Oh no, I can't do this. It's too much.
Well,
But-
sometimes. So if you're talking for too long, as in when I say you, I mean you personally.
I do go on funny,
goes on.
cool rants and whatnot, and
And sometimes it's too much.
I yap on.
It's just
It
too
is
much.
true. If I was on every episode, I think people would just not want to watch.
If you made a conscious effort to tone it down, you could be on every episode as a co-host.
Maybe, but then would it be me anymore if
Yeah.
I toned it down?
Well, no. What we can do is right. Here's what the boys from the European Mindset podcast do. They will have a boys only episode every so
Yeah.
often, where it's just them and they talk all the shit that they want.
Yeah.
And then when they have guests, the focus is on the guests.
They'll say,
I like that model.
They'll say, "Mamma mia, where's the pizza?"
Neither of them
Is that
have
what
ever
they
said that in their
No.
fucking life.
They
I'm
didn't say that on their
100%
podcast.
certain.
They didn't come in dressed up as Mario and Luigi.
No, they didn't. They
Oh,
should have.
They should have done. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
They should have gone. It's me, I'm Mario, and you're just like, what the fuck? What the? You're just
like,
surprised. Like
I
this.
did
This
not
is
order
not.
this.
This is not what we planned.
It's not like there's 30 minutes of discussion before the podcast runs either.
Exactly.
It'll be just a complete, oh, it's a walk-in.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Actually, so speaking of more podcast things, the 50th anniversary is coming up.
For Barnzey Burns Down the World.
That's correct. Now, you have PlayStation VR, don't you?
I do.
Now,
I do. It was definitely the best purchase I've ever made.
just Tom has got it. He's got a what is it? Quest 2.
Okay. Yeah.
I got a Valve Index.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure VR chat, which is what we're going to use to either make that episode and make it be the anniversary, or it'll just be a let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
If we can get all 3 devices working in the same VR chat room, room.
Does that have like crossplay or whatever?
I'm pretty sure it does.
'Cause there's like another game that does on there.
What, like a chat room thing like this?
No. It's a shooter, but
That is
no, I know.
not relevant in the slightest.
No, I'm just okay. Whatever. Just shooting me down, just killing me.
You brought up a shooter, I've got to shoot it down.
Yeah, you gotta fucking. Yeah. Just gun me down the
Well, the
freaking
purpose is
street.
we're trying to find ways to display conversation. Like, we would have these conversations anyway, but I want to I want to find ways to creatively distribute it.
Yeah.
A VR chat room would do that.
With our fun character models that we've chosen out.
Well, originally it was going to be just Tom and I,
Oh, yeah.
but if you've got the device, the capabilities, I don't see any reason why you couldn't be in there.
Yeah, I should. I should.
So we're going to make that happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There was actually...
Sounds good.
Actually, I won't spoil too much creative endeavors because that just ruins the surprise. I know we like to brainstorm. It creates content, but... Fuck.
Cool content. We're the content boys.
Indeed,
That's what you got to call us from now on.
No, please.
You got to call us the content kings. No,
Content kings. That is...
I wish.
I don't.
Okay, maybe not, but maybe higher quality content.
High quality content kings.
Yeah.
No.
Higher quality content kings that do more than sit in a room. I mean, the palace, this huge palace that is the Barnzey household.
It's a studio.
Mansion.
It's a studio, not a house. We don't live in a house. We're in a studio. You know, fuck it. I've decided right here, right now, we're going to upgrade the studio.
We're going off the fucking juice.
We are going to upgrade everything.
Yeah.
All right. Started with the microphones. If you're watching visually, you can see that they're the same now. It was just a little bit different before.
Freaking watches.
Yeah. You know what we used to do? Remember we used to be like, hey, no visual jokes?
Yeah.
Now we can isolate the people with audio only.
Yeah.
And we can do visual things just for visual. And the people doing audio, they won't know exactly what's going on.
No, exactly.
They just have to run off the voice, or they have to check out the YouTube version.
Blur that out.
Blur what out?
Nothing.
Nothing. That's right.
There's nothing to blur out. I can have my pants off.
The whole time. If you want to see Moss's balls,
and
check out the YouTube version.
Dick and balls.
Yeah. Or no, just the balls.
Yeah. Wait, what?
We need to be more funny on this show.
I think so. I think we need to inject more comedy. We're sort of low energy today for some reason.
No, I downed a Pepsi before you got here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I downed a Pepsi, a cool Pepsi.
It's like, I am extreme.
Barnzey, Pepsi's bad for you. You can't be drinking Pepsi.
It's terrible. So actually, for the longest time, I didn't know.
It's like, imagine drinking black tar. That's what
no, that's a bit different.
Okay, it's a little bit different. That stuff can kill you.
For the longest time, I didn't know Pepsi Max had as much caffeine as it did. That's what the energy is, because it's the no sugar, but it's the caffeine that gets you.
And it's the sweeteners, and it's the...
Well, no, it doesn't even taste that sweet. Pepsi tastes sweet. Pepsi Max does not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like Coke.
Well, obviously they put sweeteners in. And the sweeteners is what's like bad for you.
I want to get...
And also it's just water, but with extra shit in it.
It is.
Better off just drinking water.
You ever seen those videos where they boil down Coke and it's just sludge?
Yeah. No, there was this one video where like they left a can of Coke, like Diet Coke or whatever, and it was seeping through the can after like 4 years. It was like the can was just breaking down. Okay, not 4 months, but still, it's like the stuff just breaks down the can or whatever.
Is that only with Coke? Because I've got...
I'm sure basically all energy drinks, all sort of soft drinks do that.
I've got cans of Pepsi in the garage from July.
Ooh.
So if that happens, actually, that'll be a good experiment.
Probably good to throw them out.
Yeah, but
also... What's even the point of drinking them at that point?
Well, so we brought them over during the move when we went from studio to studio.
Like, I'm a hardcore health nut now. No, I'm kidding, I'm not. But...
No, he is. He's a nutritional expert.
Oh, absolutely. I had like an ice cream before I got here. No.
But that's it. He ate nothing else.
I ate nothing else, so I'm really
you can
healthy.
Do that.
Yeah.
You can have like 6 spoonfuls of sugar if you eat nothing else. It's perfectly fit in the food pyramid of your diet.
Exactly right.
Not many experts will tell you this. And
but I have been trying to cut down mass. Well, I haven't been drinking that much. You know, I drink probably less soft drink than most people.
Definitely.
Like just like 99% of people, I can confidently say I drink less soft drink than them.
You're not drinking less soft drink than the people in like rural Africa.
Well, actually, maybe I am drinking less than that.
Are you telling me that South Africa is sponsored by Pepsi Max?
Absolutely, yeah.
I would like to be sponsored by Pepsi Max. That's a goal for the show.
The thing is, the GDP of those nations is so low that they could just be sponsored by Pepsi.
So what you're saying is...
And it would raise their GDP by like double, 3 times.
Okay, so if we move the show to South Africa...
Yes.
Get a Pepsi sponsorship, move back. Or does that not change the value? So we changed the value to lock in the deal.
I didn't know they sponsored South Africa.
Well, no. I'm saying that if you lower the value of the deal by moving to South Africa, once everything's locked in, move back.
Do we have a sponsorship with Pepsi?
No, but I'd like one.
All right.
I would really like one. I drink a lot of Pepsi.
Well, if that was the plan, then I don't know if that would
goal
work
1 for the podcast 2023: get sponsored by Pepsi Max.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the drink of the podcast. Honestly, like I started drinking it again. Not again, but like I would have like a can or whatever at your place, and I would drink it, and there would be this weird aftertaste that I'd literally never tasted before.
What, like a sort of metallic kind of?
No, not like metallic. It's just like a weird aftertaste. And I'm like, have you done something to this drink here? You know, but then, and like Vinny was saying, no, that's like the same. That's like, that. Yeah, that's how it tastes.
So normal. I know that canned drink and bottled drink taste different. I could tell you.
No, then I had the bottled drink at home, and it's like, no, I think my taste buds have just changed.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think I just taste differently. So like I just taste things differently now.
That is real. Like I've got no knowledge of tongues.
But like I will drink this stuff, and I'm like, I don't like this as much anymore. Okay.
That's unfortunate, because that's all we have.
I don't think so.
Well, that's all we have.
Because I don't like... Well, I'd prefer not to drink soft drink. You, viewer, drink less soft drink. It's that you just... like
unless it's Pepsi Max.
Unless it's... Absolutely. We are sponsored by Pepsi Max. We love Pepsi Max.
Look, if we envision it...
Pepsi Max is the best. It's the best drink of all time.
You know what? Actually, one of the ideas of the improvements of the show was to have a game where it's like a wheel of accents, and it basically... You know that I can't do accents without confidence, because if it's shit, I don't want to do it. Because it's just
bad, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it.
Yeah. But this will force impressions. This will force...
I love McDonald's. I love Pepsi Max.
You're bordering on Borat there.
I love the Pepsi Max. I can't. The thing is, I'll try to do an impression, but then it'll just turn into something else while I'm doing it.
My neighbor
is a gay, and he likes to fuck on my wife.
A Pepsi Max sponsor. And I don't like
the Pepsi Max sponsor. He makes more money in my country than anyone else by a lot.
But I took his daughter and I married her.
And she was a Jew, so I had to kill her.
I made her number 4 prostitute in all of Kazakhstan. This is shit.
This is great.
This is awful.
What are you talking about?
This is god awful. This is why I don't do this.
What are you talking about, Barnzey? But
if I have
to suffer through this... has the worst impressions... that there's ever been. You're a liar, awful. You're a loser.
You're a liar, you're a loser. They're awful.
You're awful.
They're awful, and I hate you.
But
they're pretty good.
I have big balls.
He's never said that.
Biggest balls. I have the biggest balls out of anyone ever.
Maybe this is what we need.
It's like that episode of South Park where Randy's jumping around in his balls.
You're just vaguely doing... Balls. You're not doing how Trump speaks, but you're doing the accent, but you're still speaking like yourself. Yeah, though, it's like...
I love balls. I love big balls, and I cannot lie.
Have you ever watched South... No, I can't do it.
Have you ever watched South Park?
It's a great show. It's fantastic. It's the best. It's all right.
Barnzey's impression of me is terrible. It's awful.
Terrible. It's the worst. I don't like it. And I heard he smells.
And I heard he sounds too much like himself when he's doing an impression of me.
I can't do this.
I can't do it.
I need to practice this.
Absolutely.
Fuck. Maybe if the accent wheel, if the accent wheel was spun and like, all right, practice this before the next episode. I
can already do cool impressions. Just give me a cool character and I can do it.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. That's like the one impression that I don't want to do.
Mr. Krabs.
Well done.
Damn, that was awesome.
All right, Mr. Krabs then.
Mr. Krabs.
Oh, yeah.
SpongeBob, me boy.
SpongeBob, me boy.
Oh, I can actually do that one.
You can actually do it. Yeah, you can.
But that's all I can say.
Mr. Krabs, what are you doing here? Mr. Krabs, you're in the truck tower. What are you doing here?
Is that my best customer? No, I can't do it.
My best customer.
SpongeBob, me boy.
You gotta do the accent.
Best customer.
I gotta do the
it's like
everything, like the pirate.
You gotta roll your R's.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost like a pirate.
Mr. Krabs.
You know, the best way to do impressions, I think, for me, is have a line that they say.
Yeah, and just practice it over and over and over again.
Yeah, and then you can do the voice, right? You can, like, just do it the way that they say it.
Actually, that's true. So I've seen videos of voice actors showing, like, basic tutorials for people with ADHD how to do it.
Yeah.
So, like, all right, follow, like, 4 basic steps, and this is how I do it. So if you want to listen to the professional, you do it like that.
Step 1, listen to my voice. Step 2, copy what they say. Step 3, watch gay porn. Step 4...
Now, hang on.
Step 4. Wait a minute.
I think there's a flaw in this plan.
I think there's a... Wait a second. That's just wrong. Don't do that. Don't watch gay porn, viewer. Do not watch it. It's
unless
bad,
you are
it's
gay.
Terrible. I watched it
If
once
you're gay,
and it was
watch...
not right. It was not good.
If you're gay, watch as much gay porn as possible. Watch as much as you can.
No, watch missionary porn and just that.
So normally I'm against when we talk over each other, but I've seen it happen in other podcasts. Let's try it with this, and I guess maybe it'll help.
I think we should talk over ourselves all the time.
Constantly.
You just stop doing it. We gotta.
None of us can get a word in. We're having our own single conversations.
I was walking my dog out this Thursday, and it was
like, I have a cat, and the cat is just
shat all over the carpet.
He's
and
breaking everything.
Donald Trump, and he had my haircut, and it was kind of epic, and it was kind of cool.
This is going to be really annoying to listen back to.
Wow. Yeah, I know. You're going to be like, this sucks.
It does.
Oh. You're going to get your gun out.
Well, look, at least it's fun in the moment, all right? That's what truly matters. When we sit here and we say, hey, we're going to record a podcast, if we capture the essence of how we normally are, that'll make for more genuine content, and the more authentic it is, the better it is.
That's right. That's right, exactly.
And
you're loving this. Because this is just like we're riffing off each other.
Oh no, I hate interacting with you sometimes in person.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good. That's good to know. Actually, no. Listen, I was at work, right? I was at work, and like one of the people working there, she was like, I used to hate you at the start. I'm like, great, awesome. It's awesome when I conversation.
What a backhanded compliment.
That. Yeah, because I was trying to hit the rates and whatnot.
Why do you think women do that?
Well, you see, I've got a theory. The theory is, I think she liked me.
Ah, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
So were you wearing
Probably
your balaclava at the time?
Yes.
She might have just liked the balaclava.
Absolutely. She liked the way the balaclava made my face.
Because as soon as you take it off during sexy time, she goes, "Oh my god, put it back on! You're a monster." Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. I really hate when you. No, we gotta. Okay, all right. Less screaming on the podcast. If you're gonna scream, move the microphone away.
I'm going to scream right
Please
now.
Don't. Please don't.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I won't do it. I won't do it on the podcast.
SpongeBob, me boy.
SpongeBob, me boy.
Okay. So.
SpongeBob! I can't do Patrick.
I made a bold claim before when it was brushed over very quickly. I'm going to bring it back.
Okay, all right.
I am dead set when I say that we are going to upgrade this set.
Yeah? No, I think so. I think it's... I already think the set's really cool with the look at the moment. Yeah. It's really awesome.
We can put anything we want back here right now.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that portal into the unknown, okay? That's what that is.
Okay, right? No shit. I was actually thinking of the exact same thing.
That's like, yeah, exactly.
So do you remember...
You were going to say portal into the unknown.
No. So do you remember when we were doing... during quarantines, we were on Zoom and you could fuck around with the green screen backgrounds.
Oh, that was
okay.
Good.
So there was a set of like CGI backgrounds that I had, and the very first one was like that portal. That's exactly what I was going to put on there.
Neat.
Yeah.
Neat.
We were thinking about the same thing, different ways.
So Portal.
Yeah.
Have you played that game?
I have played that game. Actually, you know what? I had a funny thought recently. There's two people that we know that look exactly like the people from Portal 2.
What, the robots?
Yep. Without saying it, think, and am I wrong?
I guess not. Who the fuck?
Come on.
That's so funny. You think there are two people who look like the robots.
Exactly like them.
So one looks like a ball and the other looks...
Think?
I think I know.
Am I wrong?
I think I know. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Absolutely not. No, it's so true.
I kept that one to myself, but now it's public.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before you segue into Portal 2 and more things like that, I want to talk about the podcast upgrades.
We want to talk about our sponsor. No, I'm kidding.
Our sponsor, Pepsi Max. Now,
drink it, shut up your ass.
I think the podcast set looks a bit plain.
Do you
and
think
the way to do it is to add more color.
I think so.
Now, what better way to add more color than to add album covers to the wall?
That could be neat.
Yeah.
Like,
now, I think
the easier way to do that would just be do like a poster.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
But to have quantity, I'm thinking vinyl covers.
Yeah.
And have them spaced out.
Yeah.
And if you imagine a wall, 4x4, for example.
Yeah.
16 different album covers.
That's cool.
Primarily metal album covers.
Or just music you like?
Well, I like a lot of metal music.
Yeah.
So, the only qualification has to be that I've listened to them before.
And I like them.
Yep. Now, it was pitched to me yesterday that regulars should get at least one, or like a suggestion that I run through.
Stop touching your mic.
There's a stabilizer.
Stop touching your
Look
mic.
at this. Look at this. It's stable.
I can hear everything you're doing, though.
You want to bet?
I bet.
All right. Well, you know
I
what?
do bet.
When I show you how to do the admin side of all this, because I can't always do this, and I need someone as a backup.
What if I just punch the mic?
That would be feedback. Yeah, that would hit there. Yeah.
You know I do that with my mum sometimes. Like I'll walk up to her and go like,
You punch your mum.
no. No. I don't like touch her or nothing. I just do that. Like, but like I don't actually like I'll tap her really, really lightly.
You're telling me that you tap your mum?
That's disgusting, Barnzey.
Your words.
Not mine.
Your words.
No.
Yep.
Not true.
That's 100% true.
I do the every way I'm gonna say this sounds bad, so let's just move on.
Let's move on. So the album covers, I went through making a shopping list of cool designs that I like. Are there any particular album covers that come to mind where you're like, yep, I want to pitch that one so I can put it on the wall?
Master Puppets is a cool looking album.
So actually,
cover.
I was thinking of the And Justice for All for Metallica.
That is, yeah, you know what? And Justice for All is probably the better like cover. But the thing is, I like Master Puppets better.
Look, see, that was good. That was a strong contender as well.
Rust in Peace is a cool, like the art looks good on that one.
I actually was leaning more towards the Euthanasia.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
that's Megadeth, if you don't know.
Fuck. Well,
awesome
if you listen to
band.
this podcast and you like this, chances are you like the same things that I like, because
It's not
that's
true.
that's how demographics work.
Absolutely. Dude, I'm at work, right? Basically, none of them there listen to like rock or metal for the most part. They don't like it. Just actively.
They're like, oh, this is disgusting.
Yeah, they put on like this like club stuff. I'm like, this sucks.
Actually,
this is awful.
Remind me
But
later.
it just tells me that people just have like a massively different taste in music that I can't really predict.
Remind me later. I saw someone you work with a couple days ago, just out on the street.
Just walking around.
Well, they were with people, but yeah.
Huh.
Moving on. Yeah. So I just basically primarily metal album covers. Even weird art-looking ones. So there was a Rammstein one where it was just a match.
Yeah, that's the new album, isn't it?
No, that one's like
that's
like a broken down lighthouse or like a stone column.
Yeah, like I was interested in getting that, but it's like $50.
See, I have it on Spotify.
Album,
I've got it on Spotify.
Oh well, yeah, I can just do that.
Actually, I listened to.
If I'm really interested in an album, I'll buy it. Like I bought the recent Megadeth album.
Yeah.
That they released.
So is it? Because I know you buy Blu-rays to have a physical copy so that they can never be taken away.
But also,
unless your house gets raided for committing crimes, because it doesn't look like that you commit any crimes at all. Really.
I commit many crimes. Don't worry about it. No, but I do it primarily, to have a physical copy. Also, it's like the impulse in my brain to buy things. I'm really trying to not do that.
It's hard, isn't it? You gave me shit for many years for like just being on a pop figure binge.
Oh well, that because it's cool to make fun of the pop figures, the pop vinyls,
dude. Okay. So since
I think there's a game. There's like an indie game that came out. That's like what's it called? It's Cruelty Squad. It's called Cruelty Squad on Steam, and it's got really funky visuals and all of this. It's really nutty. But one of the people, because you're like an assassin or something, you got to kill people. Kind of like a Hitman-esque, but it's like first-person shooter, and it's really goofy and crazy. One of the people that you kill collects Funko Pops, and they're called Chunko Pops.
That's pretty funny.
And
they're all fat.
No, it's just the one guy, but like the whole like room and everything is just covered in like the texture of like Funko Pops and all that.
That's got to be a little bit disgusting. However, in Doom Eternal, you do collect little figurines that kind of look like the Funko Pops, and then when you eventually have them all, and you see them all lined up on the shelf.
And you're like, why can't I have what? This is a heaven. This is.
Well,
I love to collect little plastic figurines.
You know what Doom Eternal is like, and then you have this contrast between that and these just
cute
like
little figures.
Yeah, they cutify all the demons and shit into little figurines that just happen to be lying around hell and Mars and all that shit.
But the guy, he says, I love these plastic little shits.
That's pretty
what
funny.
He says, and then you kill him, and he gibbs. He fucking explodes.
Here's something you don't know about my collection. From when I last evaluated it in think 2021, it has increased by about $2,500
Nice.
from just sitting there as a pile of plastic.
I guess that's one of the things. Like that's like it isn't not worthwhile, I suppose. Like I guess,
but
like
it's still a pile of plastic in my garage.
Yeah, I know. But it's just that Funko Pops are still, I guess, like I don't know, have some level of relevance in the collecting sphere, I suppose.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, hold the thought.
I think
hold
it
the
will
thought
sort of start
for 30
going down
seconds.
at
Hold the
some
thought for 30 seconds.
All right. Well, I didn't. Okay, that was not 30 seconds. That was like 10. Oh my god!
We have a new set decoration.
It's a Borat. There he is. He's going to shoot the jour with the.
To prove I don't care about this anymore.
Oh my god! No, don't do it!
I broke the sacred oath.
Oh my god!
Of never opening a Funko Pop.
You just dropped the box. Oh my god! Oh my god! Well,
there we go.
Now that's worth $0.
It's actually. Oh yeah, you're right. That was a $50 Funko Pop.
That was okay.
And that's just to prove a point. All right.
Damn, fair enough. Yeah, because you don't intend on selling them.
Not really. Actually, so that was the only Funko purchase I made last year, and that was because I was like, "Hey, that looks pretty cool." Like when I watched, you watched both Borat movies.
Yeah, no, yeah. I've only seen the first one.
Okay, so the second one was pretty good. The first one, you watched it when you were too young, right? Like everyone else.
No.
How old were you?
Like 21.
Oh, really?
I watched it at your house for the first time.
Oh, you did too, didn't you?
Yeah. No, I didn't watch it when I was young because it was like I took the ratings like too seriously.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm not 15 yet, can't watch MA movies.
Oh, dude, do you remember bitching about how we couldn't get an R18 game when we were 17?
Oh, yeah, that was shit.
Yeah.
No, because with the games, like I started playing MA rated games when I was like 11, but I couldn't watch the movies. And R rated games, obviously, we couldn't buy them in store. It's fucking bullshit because they started becoming more prevalent.
But also your interests change.
Yeah.
So I guess I
want more violent stuff. Yeah.
I want more maturity, and you just get a full penetration.
Just
I want a full penetration sex scene when I'm 15.
You just watch porn, man. Yeah, I just need a XXX sex scene in my game. It's like you can't sell that actually. Yeah. Yeah, well, you got that with The Last of Us Part 2.
I did, yeah.
Your wish came true, bud.
Oh, yeah, it did.
And that was the best scene in gaming.
So I want to save Last of Us conversation for when we can talk more in depth about the show.
Oh, yeah.
When that's out.
So I watched like the first episode.
I haven't seen it. We were meant to watch it the other night.
Bro.
But instead, you know, we made the excellent decision to watch the Velma TV show. God awful.
Oh yeah, that was that killed me.
So
that killed a part of my soul.
So I looked up some more reviews and opinions without not from people whose job it is to review things, but from people who just like expressing their opinions. I went to Twitter.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people were like, self-insert is actually a good thing because that way you have people who are invested and they are passionate about their project, except for when the people are wrong.
And also, they have no passion. It's just a...
Well, no. Okay, so who was the woman? I can see her face. I don't remember what her name is.
Mindy Kaling.
That's the one. So,
she was in The Office or
There's
something.
no question that she was passionate about the project. I don't think it clicked with us.
I don't think she was passionate about Scooby-Doo. Really?
No, she was just passionate about making a comedy in the font of Scooby-Doo.
Like, yeah, I mean, no, she wanted to make a comedy and it would never have gotten off the ground unless it had something attached to it.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens. Like, a script will just never go anywhere unless they just take an IP and put that IP onto the script.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they're doing with the new Borderlands movie. That's what they're doing with...
where the Rock
like
plays Claptrap.
a lot of like video game movies, a lot of sort of just they take a script that they already have, or like any adaptation work. Like the recent Halo series seemed like that. Basically, they just
From
take.
what I've seen, the action scenes were good. As in, like there was one where he's like where Master Chief's taking on like 4 or so what's it called? The
Bro,
ugly
even
cunts.
know.
The ugly cunts. He's taking 4 of them on at once, and he wins.
Yeah, I mean...
I saw that scene, I was like, hey, that looks good. That looks like it belongs in a game.
Like, in context, it's dreadful from what I understand.
That's unfortunate.
No, like, the first real fight is with, like, colonists against the Covenant. And,
that's what
their weapons don't work, but then when the Spartans use the same weapons, they kill them. They kill the aliens really fast. It's like they're literally shooting a minigun into a crowd of these guys, and it does nothing. But then when the Master Chief picks up the same minigun, it kills it really fast.
Well, it's because he's Master Chief.
Yeah, he gets like plus 50 to damage. It's like...
Which, if he didn't
how that works.
If he wasn't overpowered, it wouldn't be Master Chief.
Yeah. There was like bad exposition, bad dialogue. Also, like the writers don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like one of the main characters, like for the Covenant, is a human woman who's like in the Covenant
shouldn't the Covenant
humanity.
be filled with people from the Covenant?
Well, no. The point
aliens.
the point is in the games, because you don't know. The point is they're trying to exterminate humanity.
Okay.
They don't like humans at all.
They don't like. So it's like this is like a Nazi thing.
Well, not quite.
So is there a reason?
Their goal is to activate the Halo rings, which is to them considered like a big religious thing.
Okay.
The problem is the humans, I guess. I think it's because they know that they're involved somehow, but they don't want them to get in the way of whatever. I don't know. But I think at near the start of the war, they meet up with the Covenant, and then the Covenant were just hostile, basically, right after that meeting. And that was on a planet called Harvest.
You're talking about the games now, yeah?
Well, yeah, the game lore, basically. But yeah, the show doesn't follow the lore anyway at all. Doesn't get any of the characters right, from what I understand. They take off the Master Chief's helmet straight away, show his face, because that's what the writers wanted to do, and all that. But yeah,
if they were smart, if they really wanted to do it at the end of the season. If they really wanted to do it, that's what. But they shouldn't have.
If they really wanted to do it, they shouldn't be making the show. That's the way I see it. You know, if they really, you know what they should have done? Make a show based, like, just do like a show based on the war, and then make it good.
Do you think it comes down to the writers not understanding what the source material is supposed to be?
The writers don't care. They're shit at writing.
Which is exactly what happened with the Velma TV show. Now we're back onto this, okay?
Yeah. Back onto Velma.
Back to Velma.
That was awful.
We were going to watch 2 of those episodes, and we had to not.
Yeah, like I saw reactions to it. They
Praising
watched the first episode.
They praised it.
Well, yeah. No, but they watched the first episode. They didn't want to watch the second one. Then they watched the second one. They're like, yeah, we're never watching anymore. Like, that was just dreadful. So I'm glad we didn't do the second episode. But it was unfunny. It was...
What did we do instead?
We watched the OG Scooby-Doo live-action films.
2002
and 2004. And they were considerably better.
Yes. Now, is that because we watched Velma first? The answer is no.
Well, not really, because we enjoyed the first one, but the second one wasn't as
good.
We didn't like it as much, even though I think the nostalgia was there more for the second one. At least for me, it was. I remember the second one. It was still kind of strange,
but they're in this compound with all this high tech shit, but they're all
I know, isn't that weird? Like it's like a Thunderbirds compound, like a. Yeah, it's so strange. It's like this big mansion that they have.
Yeah, Mystery Inc. become the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, like, no, I thought Mystery Inc. were just like, they just out of a van. You know what I mean? Like, they go to motels and they sleep in a motel or something.
Yeah, like that was the original show, I guess.
Sorta, I guess.
So I think that comes to the point then. It's like when you start deviating from what the original was and what made the original so good, it becomes worse.
I guess, but no, I think
it was still okay.
I think the problem with the second one wasn't that. It was more the fact that it wasn't written as well.
Yeah.
Or it wasn't as interesting or whatever, but...
The first one was
solid. Yeah, the first
solid
one
movie.
Was really... Yeah,
not even just a solid Scooby-Doo movie, just a solid movie.
It was really funny, too. We were really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
And not in a, this is bad way, where we've done that in the past.
Yeah.
Actually a good movie.
Yeah.
And I'll say that with confidence. We endorse Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. No, I think the problem with the second one was that Seth Green was in it.
You reckon that was a bad thing?
No, that's like the only thing. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the reason why it's bad.
Yeah.
No.
Is Seth Green even that bad?
It's funny because they try to do a love interest for Velma in the first one. Like actual Velma. We're not talking about we're not talking about the Mindy Kaling show, which is terrible. Don't watch it. It was awful.
We'll call her Mindy Velma.
Yeah, Mindy Velma.
Mindy Velma. Yeah.
But
who's schizophrenic, by the way, just straight up.
Absolutely.
But we're not even joking. Look, don't watch the show, but look it up.
They're really worried about I don't know, things that other TV shows do, like meta stuff, right?
Yeah.
You know,
well, that's popular with a lot of adult cartoons, which is what it phrased as. Remember there was just that random dude who got his leg chopped off for no reason? Yeah,
that was strange. Yeah, there was no reaction to that, really. He just gets his leg cut off.
Yeah.
No, the gore in the show is really off-putting. It's it's sort of not treated the right way. It's just really odd.
It's cartoony, right? But
I don't know. It doesn't feel like it really needs to be there, sort of a thing.
Hang on. They try to use that as a positive in the trailer for Velma.
Oh yeah, that it's more violent or whatever.
Yeah, they're wow, look at this.
Did they ever need that for Scooby-Doo?
Nope, not once. So wait, was there much violence in the supernatural version of Scooby-Doo?
It was a little bit, yeah, but it wasn't
not like that.
No, it wasn't quite like that. Yeah, well, the Scooby-Doo episode of Supernatural, I would say, is better. Like the characters are more in line with how they are, but of course, the Velma show is just doing something different.
I did not think we would be talking about Scooby-Doo this much and in this much depth.
Well, I mean. Scooby-Doo's been a part of our lives for a long time.
But actually...
It's a big cultural thing, really, when you think about it. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, I might ask some international people that I know if they know much about Scooby-Doo. I was actually surprised. The Power Rangers are quite big in Colombia.
Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But act culturally, yeah. Maybe even bigger than here. And here it's not that big, but... A Japanese TV show
it's bigger
in
than
South
you
America.
think it would be.
Yeah.
You know, it's so odd, the cultural thing.
Even the people from that are my age, they would watch the same generation of Power Rangers that I did.
Yeah, that's cool.
And they were from the other side of the world, and I was like, this is surprising but interesting.
Except the characters have sombreros on.
Sombreros and fake mustaches.
And the music is...
Especially the women. Go Power Rangers.
Go Power Rangers.
Yes. That's what it is.
Power Rangers go.
Alright, I take it back. We need more of this.
I think we do. I think we need more of Colombian Power Rangers. That has to be the theme. It's what? It's go Power. It's just trumpets,
So as soon as we get the stereotypical Mexican accent down pat, what we could do is a proper
I love Power
version.
Rangers. Yeah. It's really cool.
It was go Power Ranger.
No. Go Power Rangers.
No, one of us has to do the sound, the other one has to do the accent.
Well, I can do the trumpet, I guess.
Fuck, but I can't do the accent. That's the problem.
Can you do the trumpet sound?
Yeah, okay. So it's like the...
No, that is not how it sounds.
That's an ice cream truck.
No. That's
Benny Hill, actually.
That's Neon Cat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like...
No, Neon Cat is...
It was sort of like that. It sounded exactly like that.
This must be so fucking annoying.
The Power Rangers are going to save the day.
Alright, hang on. It's like...
Go Power Rangers, they will kick your ass and save the day. That's so... Yeah. That was also... See, Colombian Power Rangers, that's what we need.
We've done episodes less sober, and it's nowhere near that.
That was awesome.
That was great.
That was really cool. You know? I love Power Rangers.
So going back to the topic of hand, a Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Right.
The movie
Good fucking movie.
It was.
Written by the best cancelled director, James Gunn.
Yeah.
Of all the directors that have ever been cancelled, he's the best.
And then come back. He's now the head of DC, despite his movie bombing the biggest. Despite being one of the bigger bombs.
Bigger bombs, or...
It didn't make money. It didn't make its production budget.
But bigger than all the others?
I think it's probably made the least.
That's unfortunate, because I quite like that movie.
Yeah, it's one of the best DC movies. Like the rest are garbage.
That's alright. I want to steer away from
superhero
shit.
Yeah, James Gunn.
But James Gunn himself
wrote Scooby-Doo.
So he was like a horror director before, and there's a few of his movies.
Well, so was Peter Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Peter Jackson, yeah. Did he do? I don't know. What is he?
He did a movie called Brain Dead. He did.
I think it was called. There was another movie he did called The Hobbit.
Fuck. Yeah, a smaller known movie called The Hobbit.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I think so. It was like the Rings of Power or something.
Yeah, something like that. One of those like shitty fantasy titles.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings. That's a good one though. It's a good thing that it has nothing to do with The Hobbit.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't mind The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite was the love interest between the dwarf and the elf. That was like the best part of the movie.
They're like, look, guys, we're race mixing, and then Moss here is like, no, I will not have this.
I will not have it.
He goes, I fucking hate mixing races. It's just not natural. He's like, I'm gonna write a letter to Peter Jackson himself, and I'm gonna complain about his mixed race endeavors. This is a serious problem in our society, and we cannot have this. No matter, this is just PC culture gone mad.
Take that out of context. clip that out of context. Barnzey says evil things.
It's all right. You can't do to me what I've done to myself. Really, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
This whole podcast is satire and performance, and nothing I we say is true. There we go. Legally covered.
Nothing what we say is real. But Barnzey is like a white supremacist.
You can't say things like that.
But Barnzey does hate real life racism. Moving on.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck my way through Europe just to prove you wrong.
Oh my god.
And to make you uncomfortable.
You are making me uncomfortable.
I've noticed that like sex jokes, that's the ones where you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I can sit here comfortably and do it.
I don't like sex.
So actually,
sex is gay.
Only if you make it gay. Last night I was watching Dashcams Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We've done that with the boys before.
Endless content of people fucking up on the road.
Yeah. Now, I think you'll notice you get desensitized to it as it goes along, so you look for more and more fucked stuff. So we started with the near misses.
Yeah.
Good way to begin.
It was awesome.
But then you get thirsty for violence and anger.
For
crashes.
Yeah.
So then you got to look at the collisions, and then you got to find the extreme crashes, all right, where people have died.
I think there was one video where like it was a really snowy like day, really like hard to see, and it was just like a massive pile up on the road with trucks and cars and everything.
Oh, yeah, because like the road would have been slippery as well.
Yeah. As someone was filming it, there was just more cars crashing, and apparently like something like 100 and something people died in that. Something nuts. It was crazy.
That is unfortunate for them.
Yeah, just
it's quite unfortunate that their lives are now devalued into a statistic.
Just and for you to mock and make fun of.
Oh well, I'm not dead. What do I care? It's not like I've ever been in any car accidents. So after we go watching all the violent car crashes, you kind of run out of things that's interesting in Australia. Yeah. So we decided to go international.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, the Russian dash cams.
Oh no.
Next level.
Fuck.
They're pulling guns on each other.
Ooh.
Right? I watched a video where there was like a dispute on the road. One guy gets rear-ended.
AK-47.
Yeah, no. One guy gets rear-ended, and the dude who did the rear-ending drives off. The guy in front speeds up, overtakes, and then a dude with a rifle pops out of the window and starts firing at the car. It's a full bolt-action rifle as well.
It's a real-life, like, Uncharted scene.
Dude, yeah. Like, if I could find it, it will be on the screen right now.
Yeah, it's like the partner has to try and kill him or whatever, and the car,
that's what it looked like.
Over
and it's all from the perspective of a dash cam.
That's so funny.
It's fucking great.
Oh my god.
There's another one where a fist fight starts happening. So these guys, they're like pushing each other. They start swinging. The dude loops around the car, disappears into the glove box, comes out, pulls the gun out, starts firing, no hesitation.
Fuck.
Right? They're so much better. These like acts, because they just go straight to the guns.
Yeah. Straight to death.
Despite this, less gun crime in Russia than the US. Way less.
Yeah.
But like,
there's a lot more guns in America.
When it happened, I'm saying the Russians get the job done.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, if they're going to commit the crimes, they're not going to get
Well,
caught.
they haven't gotten the job done over in Ukraine though.
No.
Unfortunately, it's been almost a year and Ukraine hasn't been destroyed.
That's right. Remember when we thought that there was going to be a
I thought it would be
War
so
III?
easy. I played Command and Conquer and it was easy.
I thought we were all going to get deployed. We're all healthy males between ages 20 and 30.
Yeah, I really wanted to be deployed to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
to
know
be
what,
like
dude?
our World War II.
If you get bored here, you should just enlist.
I'm good, man.
Nah,
That's
why
like
not?
the last thing I want to do.
Why? It'll be fun.
Oh, it'll be fun, yeah.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. I know what you like.
No.
You'll enjoy it.
I would not enjoy it.
Exercise, 3 meals.
I like exercise,
Teamwork.
but I don't want to join the military.
Dude, you'll become a better person.
Maybe.
Join the
I
military.
might, but... Well, man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Barnzey Burn Down the World is sponsored by the Australian
By
military.
the US military. Join the Navy.
No, you have to join
Okay.
Australia because I don't know what the terms and conditions are for joining the US, but you'd have to join Australia.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just said join the US. I don't want to join the US.
I didn't say join the US.
You just said join the
said
United
join the
States
Navy.
military. You said join the United States military.
That is not something that happened. You're trying to
100%.
gaslight me.
It is
into thinking
on
I did
record.
say that. No, it's
No,
not. No, it's
No,
not.
we're not doing the gaslight
No,
bit.
no, this is a gaslight.
We have never done the gaslight bit,
We have.
and this
We have never
is
done
not
the
it.
gaslight. Audience, we have never gaslit anyone. Everything we say is true. Everything we say is real, except when it's not. Don't gaslight people, but do, but don't.
We're bringing back all the classic things that never existed, really.
Yeah, like the moon landing
Yeah,
and the World Trade Center. I never seen it.
never.
I never seen it in my life. How could I even know it was real?
Actually, yeah. Just Tom and I did a full deep dive. I forgot about it. We did that, but we went through a list of I guess movie and TV edits of like of the World Trade Center, like after the incident
yeah,
that we cannot discuss or can. Yeah, we can discuss.
probably not.
Probably not. No,
Yeah,
they'll come for us next.
yeah, exactly. They'll be like, sorry, it's canceled. Show's canceled.
Al Qaeda even a thing anymore?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like they ran out of supplies and they got bought out by ISIS.
Well, well, no,
I'm not.
No, didn't they take back Afghanistan when the US left?
I'm not involved in corporate Islam. I cannot comment.
I am.
You look like you are.
I sell them weapons.
You wear like a Boston jersey, but you're dressed like a terrorist.
I'm from Boston. I am the Boston.
Fuck. You know, actually, Luch can do a pretty good Boston accent just from like we
I'm
watched.
from Boston.
Yeah, we watched Bill Burr for like a whole week.
And he
straight.
absorbed all of the Bill Burr information.
Exactly
Now
like
he
we
can
were
replicate
discussing with the
voice.
accents before. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do. I can't. I'm gonna put Boston accent on the wheel.
I'm from Boston. My name's Jimmy. No, I'm kidding. Oh, Jimmy, this impression song.
That's a no. That's a good Weezer. It's a good Carl Weezer.
Carl.
Yeah, Carl Weezer.
Carl,
Yeah.
Weasel like the band.
Yeah. Well, his name is Carl Weezer though.
Oh.
I don't.
Oh, God.
All you can do is make that one noise. It's like, oh. It's like it's borderline Morty. Oh, that's a thing we could talk about. That's current. Dude, Justin Roiland's no, he's not a pedophile.
No, he
Hebephile,
beat
that's the
his
one.
wife.
Is he? Did
He punched his
I don't know.
wife.
Fuck it. Throw out allegations. Justin
She
Roiland's
didn't make his dinner quick enough.
so he joined the ISIS and now he's a terrorist.
He joined the prison gangs.
There will be no Rick and Morty season 7.
There will be no. They already. I'm pretty sure they already like renewed it. They have to do it. Except he's going to be in jail.
You know, actually thinking back on like all the leaps in logic in our conversation that we've just had in the past 10 minutes, I've remembered that someone asked me if I thought that I had ADHD, and I think we just both do to some extent. But if we never get it tested or diagnosed, won't be a problem.
I think we do, but I think ADHD. The way that we have it was because of
The fun kind.
Too much stimulus from
Yeah.
like iPhones and shit. I think
Well,
a
I'm
lot of
not the
people
one
have
that walks around with earplugs constantly.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta not do that so much.
Yeah,
I
you're
get-
like,
I
oh,
get
why do you give me so much shit for? I was like, because I can attack you.
Yeah. Oh, right.
I won't,
Okay.
but I could.
You literally only came up with that because of the Andrew Tate clip where he's like, I almost got stabbed, but because I wasn't wearing headphones, I survived. And if I was wearing headphones, I would have died. That's absolutely where you're
I
getting
snuck
that
up
from.
on you in a JB Hi-Fi. You would have died.
Well, yeah, I would have then. I guess I would have died. You know, someone would have come up to me and I would have gone like, because he would have stabbed me.
No, choked you out with the earplug cords. Yeah. I've seen it happen. Oh, dude, actually, you know, see, when you play Hitman 3 in VR, like, you've got to, like, do that, and you can use headphone cable. You got to do the actual action, but because the game is buggy as fuck.
Oh, yeah, the VR version shit.
Yeah.
And also the PlayStation VR version, you got to use the controller.
Yeah.
Like, you can't use the wands.
Yeah. The fact that we have to call them wands as well means VR is not
the move controllers, whatever they're called.
Nah, they're wands.
They're fucking wands,
They're magic wands.
The Harry Potter wand.
Yeah. Dude, transphobia. The Harry Potter game.
Yeah, I mean, if you support that game, you're such a transphobe.
Yes.
You know, it's funny because I didn't even know what that was. Like, I wasn't even aware of that until, like...
2018?
Until, like, 2018.
Yeah.
Like, and now it's such a big problem for people, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah...
Dude, I didn't even know that I hated gay people until 2018.
I didn't know how much I hated them. Oh...
I don't know what we can get away with.
She's just a piece of shit because she doesn't like trans people. It's like...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even convinced that's like a real thing.
What, that being trans is not a real thing? Or that she doesn't actually
I think these people just gotta be like... it is what it is. Stop complaining about trans... It's the new thing. It's the new thing. It's like, hey...
Moss cures...
You get upset about that now.
Moss cures transgenderism. It is what it is.
It is...
Vote for me. The next election.
Exactly.
It's you. You're like this.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Everyone starts clapping. Woo! Yes, it is what it is.
Finally, a guy who speaks the truth.
He speaks his mind.
Yeah.
And not like those other politicians. Yeah. It's like, well, what does he believe in? It is.
He's different to all the rest.
I am different. So true.
Yeah. Actually, that's how we pitched Just Tom the first time on the podcast. We were like, yeah, you're running for office, aren't you? And he's like, yep, that's right.
Yeah. And he hasn't, well, you know, I feel like I've been a bit gypped because he hasn't run yet.
Yeah, he should have.
He should.
We had such a good campaign plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're bringing back everything. This whole podcast is about the podcast,
That's
in
right.
essence.
This is the, like, anniversary special almost, except
well, it is,
not
because
quite.
it's like, what, episode 48 or 49? It's close.
The anniversary will be in, like, what, March? Because that's when we started it. No,
February. We started February 23rd.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Almost a year ago. Far out.
Yeah.
I'm a lot fitter than I was back then. Goddamn.
Hey, good on you there.
You know, like, wow, gee. I can't really see it because of my shirt, but...
Yeah.
Damn.
This is for the YouTube exclusive. No, this is the OnlyFans.
Because I've been literally going to the gym almost every day.
That's good.
Since August.
That's a very good achievement that not many people can say.
But even then, I was training at home, but it wasn't as... The games weren't as good. No.
So I think my dad brought up an excellent point at the last dinner that I had with him, where he's like, yeah, you can have a home gym, but the actual effort that you put in to go somewhere else to exercise helps with that.
Oh, you don't get distracted. You know what I was doing at a home gym?
I do know what you were doing, but tell me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, like, I just, like, either have a TV show on or I'd have a game on, and that just wastes time. I was just in there for, like, hours, and it's like, you don't need to be. No. When I go to the gym, like today I went to the gym, did chest, triceps, probably my favorite day. I was in and out in less than an hour.
That's good. You know? And if you're working, like, that whole hour, that's arguably, not even arguably, actually, much more beneficial than if you were there for 2 hours with, like 3-5 minute breaks between sets and shit.
Yeah, you don't need to have a break for that long.
No.
You know?
Just, like,
I'm there to destroy my fucking body. That's what I'm here for.
Well, that's what getting... It's like, literally, that's the scale. Like buff, jacked, ripped, and the other one. And
roid head.
Yeah. Do you reckon that's next for the Mossman?
No.
We're going to test roids.
I'm never doing steroids.
Not even when you're 40 and you've been strong your entire life.
I'd only consider it at like 50 something. Probably.
50, that's your limit.
Yeah.
So we've gone from...
I'd only consider
Hang on. This is interesting. In the space of 10 seconds, we've gone from I will never do steroids to I will do them when I'm 50.
No, I won't do them now. I won't do them at this point. I might do them when I'm significantly older.
What is the earliest that you'd do them?
Maybe like 48. Just like because the problem with steroids is that they wreck your body.
Yeah.
like really badly.
Right.
And the only point I would do them is when I'm older. I wouldn't do them when I'm younger because it'll shorten your lifespan significantly. Only when it doesn't really affect that too much.
Okay, yeah.
And like my strength is rapidly declining.
Hang on, does that scale? So like, let's say, oh, you do steroids now, you've lost 10 years of your life. But if you do it 30 years later, would you still lose those 10 years?
I don't know.
It's like you put the steroid in and you die tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just
That's
immediately.
how that works. Yeah.
Your life speeds up, you decay instantly.
And then you like, you turn it into an old man.
You shrivel up like this.
Yeah, and you explode.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not sure entirely, but people like blast that stuff. They do like a bunch of cycles and now they're really fucked up.
Well, see, because I think once people get hooked on, they see the results and then they just get
Oh, because the results are apparently really fast.
Oh, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Steroids work.
The problem is, it doesn't, like, your muscles are really big, but your ligaments haven't gotten used to the weight yet. Your muscles can do it, but your ligaments...
Is that the part that falters?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the part that just
so what you're saying
shits itself.
I need to put steroids directly into my ligaments.
True or real? No, I don't think that's how that works.
It must be.
Yeah, absolutely.
There have to be some sort of
They just didn't put the steroids into their ligaments. No, but I've seen horrendous injuries, and it's primarily because of the ligament tears.
Okay.
You know, because they're lifting way too heavy, way heavier than their body can really do because they're not used to it.
See, when we talk about the podcast in the planning stage and you're like, I want to talk about movies and games, and I go, yeah, we can talk about more things. This is what I'm talking about. Like, there's more things that we know and can talk about.
Yeah, I know, but that's because we've gotten into it. And we can talk about, like, you know, there's a bunch of shit that I can talk about, but when I'm, like, relaxed and not talking about anything, I struggle to come up with anything.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to...
When I'm trying to, I can't come up with the topics that I want to talk about.
It's hard to pre-plan, but it's easy to flow.
But in the moment, it can be easier to just do that.
I think that's why I initially approached you and be like, hey, I want to start a podcast.
Yeah.
Because this will benefit me, but it will also benefit you.
Some people are just not very good at improvisation. I don't know if I'm very good at improvisation until I'm sort of just in the moment doing it. And then it turns out I'm better than I think I am.
Well, okay.
Sort of a thing.
Picture this, right? Future. A year, maybe 2 years.
Future.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're doing this on stage. We're doing a podcast. Do you reckon you could eventually build up to doing this in front of 50 people? We're talking naturally, but you have a live audience.
I probably could, but I would be nervous before going out there.
Of course, dude, I'd be nervous. Dude, I still get a little bit of stage nerves because I haven't been on for quite a while now.
Yeah.
It just feels like you got to shit yourself.
Exactly.
Like, actually.
Yeah.
So what you got to do is...
I'm about to shit myself right now.
Yeah, you just got to shit. You just got to shit before, and then you're good. You just have that feeling.
You just have to have a hole in your chair.
Yeah. But also, you're blinded by the lights.
Foul.
So, like, stare into the ring light for a sec.
Right? Yeah.
And then now, like, try and focus on the screen, the blackness.
Yeah.
So you see how you can see that ring?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's like.
Except
on stage.
It's huge in your eyes.
Yeah. So the darkness there is big, and you can see what's in front of you.
Well, speaking of, we could just wear these sunnies.
You're right, we could. Yeah, this is almost like a natural segue.
I'm blinded by the lights, you know what I'm saying? You know that song?
Yeah, that song's not terrible, but it's overplayed.
Oh, all those songs are overplayed, man.
Yeah. I'd rather overplay my music.
I'd rather overplay, music I like to listen to.
Yeah, that would be good.
Well,
I think that's what everyone's perspective is, really. Comment if you agree. Do you like to overplay your own music?
Yeah. Do you? No. No, I think you do.
You know what? I want to quickly check. I want to check how long we've been going for, because I can't see from here.
Yeah, I can't really see either now.
That's all right. We got a bit more time.
How much more time?
Well, it says the recording's been going for an hour.
Oh, damn. An hour already?
Yeah, dude.
Gee.
This is what it's supposed to be. Not sitting here checking the notes, because that's something we haven't done. We just list off.
Yeah, no. Well, because it's just an interruption.
It slows it down. And it also shows, this is a direct call out to you, just Tom. When we sit here,
Tom, you fool. I need to check my notes in
a lot
the
of
middle of the
conversation.
podcast. Or...
No, but okay, so we've been hanging out quite a bit recently.
You need to be able to improvise, baby. Be able to just say things off the cuff.
You and I can sit here and talk without microphones, without the camera, without anything.
Absolutely.
But a lot more often than not, recently, we've been like, hey, have you seen this thing? Did you look at this thing on Twitter? Did you look at this? And then a lot of it is just representing information.
Yeah. And then the response is like, oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing else.
And then
you got to move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
We can't talk about anything. We can't.
To me, that stunts the conversation. But it's fine every so often.
Stunts growth.
Yeah. But it kind of does.
Yeah.
So like if you practice having conversation about anything, like, hey, let's talk about this. What do you know about this?
You know what? Actually, That's something I need to start doing, but with strangers. Well, not with strangers, but with people that.
Well, no. Why don't you start with strangers? Because there's no consequence. Actually, yeah, no. Actually, that's a good idea. Because if you start with strangers, the chances are you'll never see them again. Yeah. But if the conversation is good enough, you will.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, viewers. I don't talk to too many people outside of my friend group, and even then, I don't really talk to the friend group all that much. Exactly. You think I'm some confident macho man who can talk to anyone? You know?
Hey, I never said macho.
I'm real. Okay.
No one said macho, actually.
I think that's a self-insert. I swear that's what you said. I swear you've said it about me like all the time. Yeah. You say
not once.
Mossman, he is the macho man. He is the macho man.
I might have said nacho man.
Nacho man.
Not macho. No.
I don't know. I haven't eaten too many of those nachos. No. I think you said you are like the most alpha sort of guy going out there talking to people all the time. Well, I'm not, unfortunately. Yeah. I have trouble with that, like a lot of people.
I just approach it.
I sort of came to an epiphany. I know I'm kind of interrupting you. I don't.
No. This time, no good. I was just throwing shit in, and I appreciate you acknowledging the interruption criticism.
But last time. I didn't even know I was interrupting. I was sort of just going with the flow, and you were like, "Hey, you're interrupting." I'm like, "Oh, whoops."
Yeah.
But I'm trying not to. But I had this epiphany. I'm like, I could just talk to a random person, and they won't care. Like they won't think about it. They won't.
If you don't care, they'll go, "Oh, that's weird." Or that guy was strange. It's like, "Oh, I remember that weird guy."
Yeah. But then they'll just forget about it.
It's like, "Hey, there was that guy dressed in green with the balaclava that approached me on the street, and he wanted my wallet, but then he just walked away when I said no, and like that was strange." And then that's it.
Because I think there was like I just did a quick Google search, and I'm like, "Oh, how do you talk to people? Like, how do you just like start talking to people?" And there was this book apparently of this guy
who would. Do you know what the book's called? Because I think I
think it's like how to talk to people. I don't know. But I think the thing he would do was he'd introduce himself and he'd say, "I killed my grandmother last night." And the thing is...
What an opener.
People would usually just go like... they wouldn't really respond in the way you'd expect because they're sort of just...
Disgust?
No. They're not really thinking about this person or what they're saying. They're just absorbed in their own world at that moment. You know? So... Try this, viewer. Go up to a stranger and say
homework. This is homework.
Just go like, "Hey, what's up?" And then just say something that you would say is like funny or something. Just something that's kind of nothing too crazy.
Hey, I killed your grandma last night.
No. Yeah, like you just say like, "Yeah, I'm a convicted felon."
Yeah.
And then you like leave or something, you know, or whatever.
I want to see you do this in person.
I would love to, but
please.
But the thing is, it's like I wouldn't mind seeing how people actually like. Would people react? You know, I don't know.
You know what?
But then they would forget about it. They'd just be like, "Huh, what? That's weird."
So okay,
you know like how you see video game NPC.
You know how you see those social experiments with the cameras in the distance and shit. What if you had a body camera on when you did that?
It'd have to be hidden.
Not necessarily.
It would.
No, just straight up just have a body camera. Full confidence.
No. The problem there is then they know something's up. So you just gotta like... Well,
would you think they'd know something's up if you went up to them and said that you killed their grandma?
Probably.
They'd be like, "Wait a minute, my grandma's alive."
Wait a minute,
my grandma died ages ago. What is he talking about?
No, I mean, like, you could just say, like, almost anything that you wouldn't really say to a person.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably won't react, really. Because most people are like robots. No, I'm kidding.
Well...
Or maybe they are. I
don't
don't know.
Actually, I agree with that statement. Yeah, to some extent, yeah.
A lot of people are.
Not like those Boston Dynamics robots. More like drones and zombies.
Yeah. More like they're just going about their day. They have no aspirations for anything greater. They have no sort of desires. They have no...
well, they do, but it's like it's not in the forefront. It's been pushed back with just the day-to-day nonsense.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm working. I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks.
It's because your job sucks.
But it's like, well, no, but it's like...
Yeah, my job sucks too.
But it's like, are all of these people thinking the same thing? You know what I mean? Are they all thinking it sucks? Or are they just, like, drones and they're going about it like they have to do it?
Go around and ask.
I should.
Yeah.
I should just say, "Hey, what do you think of the job?"
Yeah.
And if they go like beep bop beep 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 beep,
well, then you know for sure that you've spoken to the printer. No, you've started a conversation with the printer, and then the people.
It's just got a face on it.
They've got Google eyes that you've been tricked, and they go, "Look at this idiot Moss. He's talking to the printer. He thinks it's
to the microwave. What the fuck is he doing?"
What a loser.
And then they forget about it.
Yeah, that's
it. They get up like an NPC, like in San Andreas.
Yeah.
And then
They're just there like this, like this.
They do the thing, right? Yeah, they do that. Yeah. No, you seen those videos where it's like the university where it's like Oblivion or something?
Yeah.
That's so funny. They just
those are good. Those are well made videos.
Oh, dude. Yeah, they got to keep doing that just because it's funny. It's
they say they like this sort of.
Yeah, and they come up to you. They do the thing they do in Oblivion where they sort of just they'll like say like one line to each other, like two NPCs, and they'll just walk away
immediately
or something.
Yeah.
Like, how's the weather today? How are you? And then they'll just walk away, like literally opposite directions.
You're describing small talk, but I know what you mean.
No, but like small talk isn't quite like that.
No.
There is usually a bit more coherency. You know, like someone will say like, you see the weather today, and they'll be like, yeah, it kind of sucks, or whatever. You know, they won't say like, yeah, did you see what's going on in Skyrim? Yeah, the weather is good. Sort of a thing, right?
And then that's it. That's the end.
Yeah.
Because people are just a bit hollow sometimes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I mean, like I get it like that too.
Yeah.
But that's my own personal problem. That's not really hey, we're all drones. That's like, no, I'm unique and different.
Some people are drones.
Everybody is unique.
I'm not a drone. We're not robots.
No.
Peels back face to reveal a robot.
We are not
face.
robots. There's no reason why Moss is wearing a mask.
Beep bop beep 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 beep. Oh no, I'm back.
Yeah. So actually, I want speaking of not small talk.
Yeah.
Last
Deep
weekend.
Psychological.
Yeah, last weekend. Now we're gonna get to real events, and this is gonna be the last thing we talk about, and we'll close off on this.
Yeah.
We went to a Lego museum.
Yeah, it was neat.
Yeah, it was actually. I did shoot some footage. I might chuck it back here, just like what we did with the Ailstorm footage.
Yeah.
Um,
Except speed it up really fast.
for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have some cool like sound effects in the background.
No, the sound effects ruin the audio for this. And as Darren, I always remember this. People will forgive bad video. They won't forgive bad audio.
Damn.
And that's why we got to test this out and make it all correct.
Yeah, that cool Lego convention there. You know, it was in the city, right?
Yeah, and the Star Wars Lego, vastly superior to all the Lego.
Pretty much.
That's the only thing Star Wars has going for it now.
Like the passionate, they were pretty passionate about it. And whereas the rest was sort of small scale, sort of not as impressive.
Yeah. The video of what you're looking at right now, this guy said he spent 14 months making it.
He spent 5 years of his life making it.
$12,000 or so
$1,200,000.
And he made the whole original trilogy in one set with all the main things going on.
Yeah, it's neat.
Bit of Easter eggs here and there.
But none of the other ones were as good as that. There were some neat ones.
Nothing came close. There were some good ones. Yeah, you're right.
But it just seems like, people are really passionate about Star Wars and not much else.
Yeah. Which, sometimes bad thing.
I'm still kind of surprised that Star Wars is still like a cultural, like in the cultural zeitgeist as much as it is.
Yeah,
sort of a thing.
It had its relevance pre-sequel trilogy too.
But also people still like the sequel stuff anyway, and they also still like most of the other stuff.
There's nowhere near as much.
Nah. Well, it's solo bombed, right?
Yeah.
So, but that still made like $400 million. It's just that like the production budget and
there were no solo Lego sets. It was all like there was no Rogue One Lego sets. It was all like trilogy stuff.
It was
Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess people are more passionate about. Was there any sequel stuff? I think there was.
Not really. No.
Not that
I saw. Not that I think.
Not a whole lot actually.
There was this really cool castle of like the size of twice the size of this desk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like width-wise, not length.
Yeah, that's neat.
That footage will be here now.
Giant spaceship as well.
Yeah.
That was cool.
But you said that. So you foolishly left early.
Yeah, I did. No, I left early. I was on a mission.
Yeah.
No,
secret mission?
I don't know. I didn't feel like staying out in the city.
Yeah.
I probably should have though.
You weren't dressed for it in the slightest. You were basically dressed like this.
I was just dressed in like normal clothes.
Yeah.
I was wearing my green.
What? These aren't normal clothes?
These are normal clothes.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, these are kind of not, except for the matching colors, I guess. But they are kind of like people wear this stuff.
Yeah.
Basketball jersey, basketball shorts.
So after that event, simple, get lunch, couple of drinks, all that shit.
Yeah.
And we went to a rooftop bar, and as you know, Daz and I have been playing heaps of chess.
Yeah.
And there were these two guys playing chess in the middle of everyone drinking.
Oh wow.
It was like what looked like a Oxford professor and a stoner, like a white dude with dreads.
Nice. And the stoner won.
No, he lost horrendously. So I sat there, I was like, hey fellas, you mind if I watch? You're like, yeah, sure, no worries.
It's like the stereotype won, not the opposite.
Yeah.
Not the
so yeah, like while they're playing, I'm asking them questions, nothing to do with the game.
Ah, yeah, nice.
Just distracting them.
You're just trying to,
Yeah. So it was a father and son duo from California.
Oh,
and they were there because the stoner guy was getting a tattoo sleeve of like ripped flesh from the hand all the way up.
Oh, Jesus.
No, but like the tattoo, it looked like it was coming out.
Yeah, it's
pretty
neat,
well.
but it's like, I don't know why you do that.
Well, I guess style.
I feel like, imagine if you're on drugs, right, and you saw that, you'd think it was real.
Kind of, yeah, because like you know the phenomenon. When you take acid, you see like tiles moving and shit.
Yeah.
I guess if you saw someone with like a really intricate tattoo design, it would be like pulsing or like flowing and moving around and that.
you just want to rip your skin off, I'd assume.
You just become schizophrenic.
Basically.
We're a big supporter of schizophrenia on this show.
We love schizophrenia. We love hearing voices that aren't there, and we love all the tricks that the brain can play on us.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, actually.
Yeah, it's
the
really,
human psychology behind it. We might get into that one episode, really.
One day, yeah, because we're both experts on the human brain and psychology.
I think the fact that we're not experts makes it more fun.
Makes it funnier because we're trying to guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's completely wrong.
And then a psychologist's like, actually, that's wrong, and here's why.
Although, it would help. Oh, you had a chance to be, let's do like a Jordan Peterson impression. Tom does one.
I don't know if I can.
No, it's like Irish, but a bit high-pitched.
I'm gay. I don't know, I can't really do it.
Not all Irish people are gay, Moss.
No, he's crying about something. He's like, men need to wake up, and clean their room. Clean their room, bucko.
I can't even tell. Am I sitting with Jordan Peterson right now?
Yeah, I can't fucking do it, dude.
See,
I can't.
That's exactly what it's like for me.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever really done the voice before.
Yeah. It's terrible. It's awful.
Because you're trying to do it.
Like
because you're trying, you attempt to do it, and you're like, no, this isn't working in the middle of it. So you're just like, nah.
Yeah, that's all right.
This sucks really bad.
So there was something you wanted to tell me about that day.
Oh, yeah. So, I basically, like, when I left, I basically regretted leaving. I'm like, I probably should have stayed. Because as I got home, I walk in, and my dad's like, hey, can you go down to the shops and get me a pavlova? A cake?
And then you just revised all your life choices. You're like, I shouldn't have left.
I'm like,
this goddamn pavlova is making me regret everything.
I'm like, yeah, this is great. I'm just like bored all day after going to the gym. Like I go to the gym, that's great. That's the highlight of my day. And then I'm like, yeah, I probably should have stayed out. It would have been more fun.
Dude, we had a great time. So we actually we went to this bar that had an arcade. You would have enjoyed it, I reckon. Yeah. It had like all these classic games and drinks.
Yeah.
The others didn't really like it because they just didn't.
Yeah.
But after that, dude, we went to Time Zone.
Oh, nice.
It wasn't a time zone. I think it was like...
shitting on me for bringing up like arcade shit or whatever. Yeah.
Well, this is different because we went there with a purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I misunderstood the purpose. I thought we were going to be there for a while. So I put about $150 onto one of those arcade cards.
And you're like, Josh, we need to go. I still have $100 left.
No, I had 130 left. So like I was having a great time.
Yeah.
Dude, they had an arcade version of Beat Saber with a HTC Vive set up.
Nice.
But because it's heavier because it was all like tethered and shit.
Right.
I couldn't do it as well as I could.
No.
Didn't stop me from setting the high score for multiple levels.
Nice.
Yeah. So Darren was like, why are you playing it here? You can just play it at home. It's like, I have played it at home. I've mastered it. That's why I'm playing it here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like those nerds that play Dance Dance Revolution, but then they smash it out at the arcade in public, and everyone crowds around.
Yeah. Wait, do you win tickets or no?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go.
So it was converting tickets and setting high scores, but the weight of the controllers and the headset and like the way it was moving and shit, that fucked me up. So I think the only way reasonably to train is to get ankle weights, put them on my wrists, and play Beat Saber like that.
Time to do it the Dragon Ball Z way. Just
but actually, I'm not even kidding. That'll probably be an incredibly effective way to muscle train, get cardio in, and get better at the game.
Just sweat a lot into your VR headset.
Yes, I should probably get another face filter just in case it gets too bad.
Imagine going running, but you're wearing a VR headset. You can't.
You know, the problem would
After
actually be
5 minutes, you just start sweating.
Yeah, the VR setup is in this room, and I just move out all the podcast gear when I do it, and there's no air conditioning in this room at all. So it just becomes a sauna.
Yeah, that's fucked.
But the other place that I had it, I used to have a fan pointing at me.
Yeah.
That worked out. Could probably do it here.
Just have the aircon. So what
aircon?
Well, you can't put an aircon in.
Yeah. That's a heater of the studio, not bedroom.
Just buy your own place and then install an aircon.
I am going to do
with the money that you have.
Yeah. So I'm rich, and this podcast makes me a lot of money.
Millions of dollars.
You're quite fortunate that I even considered doing this. I could be off.
On my private yacht.
I could be off banging prostitutes on my boat.
Oh my god.
But I'm not. All right, I'm here doing this podcast. With that being said, there's not much else that really happened on that night. After the arcade, setting the high scores, went off. Oh, so we were trying to find a restaurant for like an hour and a half. Everywhere was closed. And I was with the big group. 7 of those electric scooters were lined up, ready to use. And everyone else was foolish enough to say, oh, I don't know if I can afford it. Dude, $15, 30 minutes, driving around on that, all around the city.
Yeah.
They have a speed limit of 10 kilometers an hour.
Oh.
I found a way to break it.
Oh.
So,
you just go downhill or something?
Kind of. So I was like basically circling the group as they were walking, like doing big bits, and I broke it to about 12. But it turns out if you go in a straight line for long enough, it like lurches forward and jumps, and it goes from 10 to 20.
Fuck.
That's supposed to be the limit. I got it to 22.
Nice. All right.
Almost lost control once. That's why they say to wear a helmet. Those things are dangerous.
Yeah.
But they are a lot of fun.
Bruh. Yeah.
Next time we're in the city, if we find them, mandatory.
Dude, I think one of my uncles has an electric bike.
Yeah.
Those things are fast, man.
Yeah.
Those things are crazy.
What, the ones with like the motor where
they got the motor
in the middle?
Yeah,
Because there is such thing as a motorbike, but it's not what you're describing.
Well, no. Electric motor on a bike.
Yeah.
But,
much more of a loser.
Yeah, much more of a loser.
Your uncle's a loser.
It's much faster than a normal bike, and you don't have to put as much effort in.
I've just realized
it's still neat though.
I've dissed your uncle for being a loser, but my uncle is more of a loser. Because of the I've told you
Don't worry, uncle.
He rides a non-motorized scooter to work. I think he does. He did in 2012.
Oh my!
A normal one.
Push scooter.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's wild.
My dad gave him so much shit for that. It was funny. I got stories. I got family stories about him. I'll tell you about him later if I haven't.
No, that's awesome.
But it's not really. It's kind of a loser thing. Maybe that's why my dad has been hard on me for like decades.
Yeah.
He's like, don't be like my brother.
Want you to ride a scooter around to work.
Yeah.
Wants you to drive a real car, real man's vehicle. Well, I guess like the push bike would just be better, right? That's a higher tier than a scooter.
Yeah, it would be because you're getting more exercise.
But also it's faster. It's just a better vehicle.
It's more efficient. Yeah.
Like a scooter is just shit. It's just worthless.
Yeah.
Like just a push scooter that you can get, like a Razor push scooter. Those things suck.
That's what he's got.
You're better
That's
off,
what he had. Remember, this is outdated information from 10 years ago.
It's slightly faster than walking, but at that point, you're just better off getting a bike.
So it's not as fast as going for a run. Maybe it's faster than jogging, slightly.
The problem with jogging is that you're exerting yourself a lot more.
Yeah.
Than you would be riding a scooter, but the scooter's still slightly. I'm just saying,
but
at that point, you're better off getting the bike.
The bike just wins.
Better off getting a cheap bike.
Yeah.
Like you really are just better off. You can go faster.
Financially. Physically,
scooters are a bit cheaper. That's the thing. But
I think you can buy a cheap bike for the same price as a regular scooter. Maybe so a cheap scooter. You can get a scooter for like $40 from Kmart, right?
Yeah.
But
a bike, you need to spend more. But still, it's like
$100.
if you're working though.
Yeah.
If you're doing almost any job at like very quickly, you can just afford a bike.
Yeah.
And it'll be much more useful.
That's what Luch did, and he hasn't rode it ever.
Well, that's a him.
We brought it when we moved studios, and he still hasn't rode it.
That's a him problem.
It is. It's what's in the garage is taking up space. It's a me problem now.
Because at that point, it's like, oh yeah, you're working your job, but in your free time, you just like when do you plan on using it, right? Your free time when you're not working, but then you just don't. What you do in your free time is just sit on the computer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or go to the gym, or just this thing that isn't riding your bike. It's like, well, there's not really much point now, is there?
Mm-hmm.
You know. But
well, I'm glad that we came to a stop, much like on a bike or a scooter. So abruptly.
Falling on. You know what? No, actually, before we end it.
All right. Do it.
One time because we had multiple bikes a while ago. We still do, but one of my bikes was out of commission, I had to use my dad's bike, and I wasn't used to the brakes, and I flipped over.
The front?
Yes.
You never front brake.
I braked. No. Sometimes I use both. But the brake was a lot harder than on my other bike.
It just
like the brake barely works.
Yeah.
And on that bike, you squeeze it a little, and it's a lot. You just
flipped it, yeah.
I flipped all the way around. I barely even knew what I did. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, woo! Like just over, completely over. You know, people are like, are you okay? You okay? And I'm like bleeding out of my hand and shit.
Do you want me to one up the story or not?
And I like broke my bike. Well, not the stuff on my bike, the lights and everything. Well,
yeah.
Did
do you want to one up it?
So, is that me or you?
No, me. I can one up the story.
Oh, what did you do?
So, you know, do you know outside that primary school in Altona where there's that BMX park?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's got those dirt mountains, the really big ones?
Yep.
So, when I was about, I want to say, 10, I braked. So I was going on them, didn't know how to do it properly, and I braked after I went up, did that at the top. So I fell down, the bike fell on top of me, and we skid down. So I got scuffed up, arms, a bit on the face, a leg, and I had to ride home.
Oh, no.
And you know what the best part is? My dad was with me, and he got in more trouble than I did from my mum. He got like a massive scolding.
Oh, no.
Because she's like, how could you let him do this? He's fragile.
He literally just broke. It was his fault.
It's fine. He rode home. It's like, because you made him.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Well, wait. If you're on your bikes, what else can you even do?
Yeah, well, not panic and just like...
No. I mean, like, you didn't drive there. You rode there, right?
Yeah.
So you had the...
And I guess I was too young to have left there so he could ride home, get the car and bring it back.
Was she just expecting your dad to pick up your bike and you...
Yeah, I know. It was like, it was kind of illogical. But,
well, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I've done something similar. It's just stay away. Bikes are dangerous.
You did that when you were a kid. I did that when I was like 17.
You're like, yeah, I did that like the other week.
I did that like yesterday. I just... Good thing I had my helmet on. I would have been hit in the head with like the bike wheel.
Yeah, fuck.
Like, yeah.
Just got straight into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was like literally over the top. It's crazy. It's so funny. On the footpath. Like right outside the shops.
Alright. Well, I think that's it for today.
Well, that was a fun talk, you know.
Very good, very productive. Great to jump back into it.
Yeah, the new year. Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
That's right. We got big plans, big promises. We're going to get that sponsorship. We're going to upgrade the set. Everything is going to be better. We're going to have more talks like this. We're going to have more boys episodes like this.
More boys, more fun.
Yep. More guests.
Rowdiness, more epic stuff going on.
Maybe some new guests as well. Different ones that have never been. A few reoccurring ones. I've already got a few, been messaging them, ready to go, scheduling it up. I'm not going to spoil who, because I don't know what the order is going to be. But there's going to be some fan favorites returning.
New exciting stuff. Stay tuned, viewer.
That's right.
For cool new stuff.
But for now, that's it. The podcast is done. Go home. You got better things to do.